folks, it's Shane. Thanks for checking out the Sioux Scout channel. I'm messing around in the backyard with this Silver Fire Scout wood stove. Really starting to get the hang of it and enjoying it quite a bit. Point of this video is that I'm in my backyard playing around with this stove. I think it's kind of a common thing that people will buy a new piece of gear and they won't take the time to learn how to use it properly, experiment with it, and get a feel of it before they head out into the field with it. And that can be a miserable experience if the first time you use a camp stove is when you're in camp, especially if it's cold and rainy and you really want a hot meal. So I always make a point, and you'll see in our videos too, that a lot of the times I'm doing demonstrations and first look videos, I'm in my backyard. It's the way to do it. If this thing doesn't work, I can still go in the house and make something on the stove to eat. I won't go cold or hungry. So that's just basically the point of this is take the time when you get your new gear or a new piece of kit, take the time to figure out how to use it properly, experiment with it, see if there's any tips or tricks that you can teach yourself on it. Get the practice in before you go out and use it, especially if you're of the prepper mindset and you're buying stuff for a get home bag or a bug out bag or whatever. In a worst case scenario, that's not the time to be trying to fumble with directions on how to get your wood stove going or putting up a tarp shelter or whatever. You know, you watch YouTube videos like this and you figure things out, but when you're trying to set up a tent in a thunderstorm, you can't really remember what you saw on YouTube. You gotta actually practice the stuff and become familiar with it. Today, I've been experimenting with different fuels besides just using sticks I find in the yard. I've got some wood stove, pellet stove wood pellets that I've been experimenting with, and I've gotten some pretty mixed results. There's an actual video on that on Patreon that you might be interested in checking out. I tested the concept out on this stove and another wood stove that I have that you haven't seen yet unless you go on Patreon, and you get different results. So that's another thing is you look at stuff for one particular product on YouTube, how it works, what's good with it, what's not. Then you buy something that's similar, you may not get the same results. So again, it's very important to try out your gear before you really have to depend on it. So that's basically all the point of this video is. You've heard it before on this channel and you'll hear it again. Know your stuff before you have to use it. And I'm getting smoked out right now from this damp wood. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.